Have you ever wondered about the secrets hidden in the subtle buzz of a beehive?
I wanted you guys to understand how that works. It's so simple.
Bees are very cool this way. So a hive of bees will thrum its wings in the key of C. And when you put somebody with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, in the presence of a beehive, that C retunes their cognitive dissonance of post-traumatic stress, and over the course of a few months that PTSD can go away simply by being in the resonant frequency of the key of C from bees.
This aspect of using sound to actually affect your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies is pretty well known, and it's growing more and more. And the effect of sound as it goes into our ear, affecting our brain, our heart rate, our respiration, this is called psychoacoustics, and this happens anytime that you listen to a sound, whether it's music, the humming of bees, or even somebody's voice.
There's a particular song, a scale in the genomes for each and every one of us. Now, when that song is played, guess what happens? Your DNA celebrates.
This intriguing narrative delves into the captivating intersection of nature's ingenuity and the science of cymatics. It's a journey that explores how the seemingly mundane sound of bees buzzing might be a key factor in constructing the geometric wonders of honeycombs. Not just a scientific exploration, this story also touches on the healing powers of these natural vibrations. In beehives, bees are often heard buzzing, a sound produced by their wings flapping at high frequencies. This buzzing is not just a byproduct of their flight. It might play a crucial role in constructing their honeycombs. Bees are fascinating in this way. A hive of bees will thrum its wings in the key of C. Interestingly, when someone with PTSD or post-traumatic stress disorder is placed in the presence of a beehive, the resonant frequency of the key of C can retune their cognitive dissonance of post-traumatic stress. Over a few months, this exposure can alleviate PTSD symptoms. Honeycombs are famous for their perfectly shaped hexagons, a geometric marvel that maximizes space and efficiency. The theory suggests that the sound vibrations from buzzing could influence the wax, guiding it to these optimal shapes. This theory's foundation lies in cymatics, a term coined by Hans Jenny in the 1960s, although the phenomenon has been observed for centuries. Cymatics involves studying how sound frequencies can generate patterns in different mediums like liquids, powders, and fine particles. When a surface holding these substances is exposed to specific sound frequencies, the vibrations cause the materials to move and form patterns that correspond to the sound wave characteristics.
This is the next step of medicine, when we start to realize we're not actually just the collective conglomerate of biology. We are actually biophysics. We are physics before we are biology, which is to say we are energy before we are a cell.
They used to think that energy, the body transferred or understood the energy information through electricity. They're finding out it's through frequency.
The energetics, the electromagnetic field emanating into and out of my body is what makes me me. And it's tuning my whole body to these resonant frequencies of energy that then inform the human cells to work in concert with the nature around them. And the symphony starts to tune.
This phenomenon is often demonstrated using a Chladni plate, a flat surface covered in sand or salt. When this plate is vibrated at certain frequencies, the particles align into patterns reflecting the sound waveforms. Each frequency produces a unique pattern ranging from simple lines and circles to complex and intricate designs. These patterns correlate directly with the sound frequency and waveform. Cymatics demonstrates how sound vibrations at different frequencies create geometric forms from particles. In the absence of sound vibrations, these particles are randomly dispersed. However, when subjected to sound, they form remarkable shapes, illustrating how matter originates from the void. This is an example of cymatics in action. Sound moving particles to create form. As the vibration changes, so does the form created, which is crucial for understanding our reality, a mere frequency range intersected by others. Some of these frequencies interfere with our reality, while others, vastly different, do not. Our perception is limited to a tiny spectrum, the electromagnetic field and visible light, which constitutes only a small fraction of what exists in the universe. Mainstream science asserts that the electromagnetic spectrum is merely just 0.005% of the universe's total existence. Humans, therefore, are practically blind to the vastness of reality, perceiving only a minuscule frequency band. This limited perception makes us vulnerable to manipulation by those who understand these broader frequencies. Understanding that our reality is just a narrow frequency band is vital. Our society, driven by control, focuses on attention solely within this band, preventing us from accessing insights beyond it. However, if we maintain a connection to our greater consciousness, we can interact effectively with this frequency band while still accessing broader wisdom.
This vibrant, resonant structure, and your body is designed to resonate specifically to your tune. That's what truth feels like, is a sudden, that moment that an A string on a violin tunes correctly to the tuning fork in the middle of the hall. Suddenly there's this reinforcement, and you can feel the A string on a guitar hit that A. You can feel it hit ideally 432 hertz, but we tuned everything off a couple hundred years ago. We switched from 432 to 440, which is its own funny story of disconnect from nature, as we retuned human music out of tune with nature. And so we have again and again separated ourselves from nature in these little ways. But at 432 is your concert, original concert A. At that hertz, you have this incredible stacking of information in the tones of the audible range. Mm-hmm. And they're ultimately playing a version of a C scale. And when we start to study nature, we realize this scale is being played everywhere.
Sacred geometry, revered throughout history, especially in Freemasonic circles, is considered to hold the secrets of the universe. It's said that vibrations form geometric patterns, linking geometry and music. This relationship is evident in various structures, from atoms to galaxies. The periodic table, for example, is based on geometric shapes. The universe is believed to be predominantly a dodecahedron, a form associated with the ancient Greek concept of the aether. Recent scientific research suggests that the Earth's crust and the universe's shape reflect the dodecahedral pattern. This geometry is also mirrored in DNA, which folds into a dodecahedron, reinforcing the as above, so below principle. The hypothesis that bees use sound vibrations to shape their honeycomb suggests that the frequency of their buzzing could be fine-tuned to optimize wax concentration into hexagons. The hexagonal structure is the most efficient for storage and strength, critical for the hive's survival. Bees, through millions of years of evolution, might have developed the ability to use sound as a tool, not just for communication, but for engineering their environment. This idea opens new avenues in understanding animal behavior and the complex ways that different species interact with their environment. It also highlights the potential of natural sound vibrations to shape physical structures, which could have applications in very scientific and engineering fields. Anthony Holland's innovative approach to combating cancer involves using resonant frequencies to target and destroy cancer cells. His research, conducted at Skidmore College, focuses on finding specific frequencies that disrupt cancer cell structure, causing them to shatter much like a glass breaks when exposed to high-pitched sound. Holland's experiments involved exposing different types of cancer cells, including leukemia, pancreatic, and ovarian cancers, to various frequencies and observing the effects. He discovered that certain frequencies lead to the disintegration of cancer cells, and this process, known as resonant frequency therapy, leverages the concept that every object has a natural frequency at which it vibrates. By identifying and applying these specific frequencies to cancer cells, Holland aimed to induce targeted destruction without affecting surrounding healthy tissues. This method shows promise as a potential alternative to traditional cancer treatments like chemotherapy and radiation, which often harm healthy cells alongside cancerous ones. The initial results from Holland's laboratory experiments have been promising, showing the potential of resonant frequency therapy as a more precise and less harmful cancer treatment. The Mozart effect is a fascinating concept that suggests listening to Mozart music might enhance brain function. In the 1990s, people noticed that listening to Mozart's music seemed to improve performance in tasks requiring good spatial thinking. Mozart Mozart's music, with its complex blend of tunes and rhythms, might stimulate different brain parts, enhancing clarity and speed of thought. Studies have shown that students who listen to Mozart's music performed better in tasks requiring spatial and temporal understanding. The effect is attributed to the complex sounds in Mozart's music, which might align with the brain's natural patterns, enhancing cognitive function and creativity. Neuroscientist Andrew Huberman suggests that listening to a 40 Hz frequency for about 30 minutes before engaging in mentally demanding tasks can enhance focus and cognitive performance. The 40 Hz frequency within the gamma wave range of brain activity is associated with high-level brain functions, such as information processing, attention, memory, and problem solving. Huberman's recommendation is based on the idea that exposure to a 40 Hz sound can prime the brain, setting it up for optimal performance. Listening to this frequency before starting mentally demanding tasks is thought to stimulate the brain's neural networks, enhancing focus and clarity of thought. The 40 Hz sound works by aligning the brain's electrical activity into a more coherent and synchronized pattern, often linked to improved cognitive abilities. The 432 Hz frequency, also known as Verdi's A, is revered for its supposed natural harmony and alignment with the universe's vibration. This frequency is said to resonate with numerous natural phenomena, including the Schumann resonance, the natural frequency of the Earth's electromagnetic field around 8 Hz. Proponents suggest that music tuned to 432 Hz harmonizes with this fundamental Earth frequency, creating a soothing effect on the human psyche. In contrast, music tuned to 440 Hz is criticized for lacking harmony and these natural patterns, potentially contributing to stress, emotional imbalance, and disconnection from the natural world. The difference between these two frequencies, though small, is claimed to significantly impact listeners, with 432 Hz music described as a warmer, clearer, and more comforting, while 440 Hz is perceived as colder and more sterile. The 528 Hz frequency, often referred to as the love frequency or miracle tone, holds a special place in the world of healing and spiritual development. Part of the ancient Solfeggio scale, this frequency is renowned for its ability to bring about positive changes in the human body and mind. Dr. Leonard Horowitz, a proponent of the power of sound in music and healing, emphasizes the extraordinary properties of the 528 Hz frequency, particularly its potential to repair human DNA. This frequency is said to resonate with the core of the sun and is intrinsically linked to life itself. It is believed to stimulate the body's natural healing processes, promoting inner peace and deep healing. Many people who use this frequency in their daily practices report feelings of increased peace, clarity, and well-being. The 528 Hz frequency is also thought to have a remarkable effect on water, crucial given the human body's high water content. Experiments in Cymatics have shown that water exposed to this frequency restructures itself into beautiful, harmonious patterns, suggesting that 528 Hz music can harmonize the water within the human body, promoting healing and balance at the cellular level.
The A440 is what now is the standard tuning. If you go A439, you're closer to one of the creator's tones. If you go A441, you're closer to one of the creator's original tones. That's how precisely it has been manipulated. To do what? To shut down the 95% of your brain, particularly the right brain that operates the heart mind, the divine human community. Let me give you the fundamental, the rudimentary origin of the numbers. Here it is. The most important numbers, 3, 6s, and 9s. Again, Tesla, who created Tesla coil. Tesla coils, energy amplifiers. Your DNA is an energy amplifier, a coil, operating by the 3, 6s, and 9s primarily. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, you've probably looked at engines or motors, magnets that have been wound with copper wire. When you do that, when you wind the copper, coil the copper around the magnet, it enhances the energy dramatically. That's what your DNA is. It's an antenna to the creator. Every single cell of your body has this energy capability. It has this divine intelligence. What does that mean? That means the first entities that you should be communing with in order to uplift yourself, sustain yourself, heal yourself, is the billions of cells in your body that have its own unique genetic intelligence, its own sacred spiral to the creator, And so this is the structure of the way that the universe operates, which does fabulous for us, our understanding of some of the most wonderful pieces of information to allow us to live a faithful life, a life according to the law, according to the matrix. Here is the simple way to analyze this. You've heard of what goes around comes around. You've heard of as you sow, so shall you reap. So this explains it. Let's say that you're here and you are putting out negative thoughts, negative behaviors, negative actions. It's all energy. The neurology in your brain's powerful. 86% of you is God water.
In meditation and spiritual practices, the 528 Hz frequency is used extensively to foster deep relaxation, assist in meditation, and facilitate a connection to the higher self or a higher state of consciousness. It is also associated with love and the heart, opening up the heart chakra and allowing individuals to experience deeper empathy, compassion, and love. The Solfeggio scale, comprising 6 frequencies, is an ancient musical scale used in sacred music and chants. Each frequency is believed to have its own unique healing properties. 396 Hz, liberating guilt and fear, promoting emotional release and a sense of safety and security. 417 Hz, facilitating change and cleansing traumatic experiences, encouraging the expression of hidden potentials. 528 Hz, known as the love frequency, reputed to have DNA repairing properties and associated with increased life energy, clarity of mind, and deep inner peace. 639 Hz, focused on relationships and connections, enhancing communication, understanding, tolerance, and love. 741 Hz, awakening intuition and expanding consciousness, cleansing cells from toxins and electromagnetic radiations. 852 Hz, associated with returning to spiritual order, awakening intuition and inner strength. Each frequency on the Solfeggio scale is used in various forms of therapy and spiritual practices to address specific issues and promote holistic well-being. Thank you for watching, and if this video resonated with you or added value, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Until the next time, keep listening, keep growing, and keep shining. Stay blessed.